Hey, Darren Spain here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about intentions and how to focus on your intentions. And that's going to deliver you, that's going to get you what you want if you can just focus on these intentions. And one of the stories that I have is when I went to a T. Harv Eker event, or it was a retreat, and it was called the Enlightened Warriors Training Program. And it was a 4 day retreat. We had, every day was a different task that we had to do that would challenge you um, in a certain way and get you that confidence that lets you know that, you can make it. Even though there's a struggle, you can make it. So anyway, we had this evening event or task. And what they did was they brought us in a room and we talked a little bit. And then they brought us outside. And this was, right, as during the twilight time, or it was just becoming dark. So we walk out there, and they got these big old logs, about 4 or 5 feet high, and about 24 feet long. And this was going to be the fire walk. And you might have heard of the fire walk with Tony Robbins, and walking over fire, and that's why they call it the fire walk. But anyway, they brought us out there, and they poured gasoline or whatever they poured on top of these logs that was, like I said, about 4, 5, 6 feet high. I'm not sure what it was, but they lit them on fire. So we're out there, and there's this big, humongous bonfire going on. The heat was intense, and I was like, "There's no way that I'm walking over this." That right there. There's no way I'm going to walk over that. But anyway, so he let us see this fire. We go back inside, and we have a 2 or 3 hour talk, another session. And then they bring us back outside. Now it's pitch dark, pitch black dark outside. The only thing lit up is the walk path, the 24-foot walking path that had these charcoal embers that were glowing red hot with fire, and you can still feel the heat pouring off of them. And you know how you look at something hot, and you look in the distance and try to look past that, and you see that little wavy thing, how it distorts the picture past it? That's the way it looked. They had us around a circle around it, and as I looked at the other people, all I saw was their wavy impressions because it was so heat. The heat was pouring off of these embers. And I was like, and also you can see little fire popping out every now and then, coming out of the charcoal, just like a charcoal pit or a charcoal grill when you're cooking hamburgers or whatever. And you see the fire there. Sometimes it's very, very hot. Sometimes you don't see fire, but it's very, very hot. And then all of a sudden, a fire thing will come up. Poof, a little piece of fire will come up, just like that. So that's what was happening. I was like, oh my God, I got to walk all the way to the other side of this thing. I didn't think that I would be able to do it. But this is the key. This is what they told us to do. And I want you to listen to this very clearly, or very carefully. They told us to look at the other side. To look at the other side. There's going to be a person there with their arms wide open, waiting for you to get to the other side. And they're going to give you a big hug, and a congratulatory hug, and say you made it. We want you to look at the other side. Don't look down at the problem, the heat, the fire. Don't look at that. Keep your focus on your intention. What is your intention? Your intention is to get to the other side. That's it. To get to the other side. When you reach the other side, you'll be successful. So I get up, I stand in front of this thing, and I'm ready, just like a fighter. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm ready. So I stand in front of this thing. I got to walk 24 feet. Now, this is double the size of Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is only 12 feet. T. Harv Eker, for some reason, wants you to walk double the size of Tony Robbins. I don't want to get into that, but that's what we had to do. So we stand up there, and I'm looking at before I get up there, I look at the fire, and I see the fire, and I almost lost the focus. I almost lost the intention, the focus on my intention. But then I got it back. I stood there. And the person's looking at me that's going to tell me when to go. He's looking at me, and I'm looking across the other side. Now I'm totally focused on my intention of getting across to the other side. So while I'm standing there, it's time to make my move. I'm waiting for the command to go, and finally, he gives me the command. Without hesitation, and listen to me clearly, without hesitation, I jumped on that bed of coals and I started walking. I made the decision right away to walk across this path that was hard, was going to be hard, but I kept my eyes on the prize, on the intention that I set. And that intention was to make it to the other side. So I jump on this thing and I just start walking. And I'm walking one step at a time, moving forward, going towards my intention. And as I get to the middle of the bed, I start feeling a little heat on the bottom of my feet. But instead of stopping, because it would have been very easy to say, oh my God, look at me. I'm in the middle of a bed of fire. What am I doing here? This makes no sense. Jump off, Darren, jump off. Instead of doing that, I didn't look down. I didn't look at the problems that was happening around me or on the bottom of my feet, the heat that was trying to cause me to jump off. I didn't look at that. I continued to walk towards my goal, one step at a time, dismissing the thought of the problem under my feet. Listen to me. While you're trying to focus on your intention, things are going to come at you. They're going to try to distract you. But you have to dismiss them and say, no, I'm not going to listen to you. What I'm going to do is continue to move forward with my intention. And that my intention is to get to the other side and have success. That's what you have to do. And that's what I did. So I'm still walking and get to the other side and see my success getting closer and closer. And finally I get there. I'm not thinking about my feet anymore. I'm not thinking about the problems anymore. I get to the other side and the person's there with their arms wide open and they give me this great big hug and they say, congratulations, you made it. The joy and the elation that you feel when you make a decision to do a thing that's going to help you out and you get to the other side amidst all of the problems and distractions that come at you and you make it to the other side, the joy that you feel when you get there is better than anything you've ever felt. And that's why I say to you, if you want that kind of feeling, if you want that joy of success, that feeling of joy and success, if you want that, then click the link below and join me. Join me in this program that we have for you that can help you get to your successes. There's thousands of dollars of training in there. Not only that, we have a system where you have a home-based business where you can make thousands of dollars a month. You want to make $10,000? We have a program for that. If you want to make $20,000 or $30,000 a month, we have programs for that. If you want to make $100,000 a month, we have programs for that. And the training that you get is the type of training that I experienced at this T. Harv Eker Enlightened Warriors event. It's that type of training that's going to get you to the point where you're able to succeed amongst life's distractions. So if you like this type of training, then click the link below. Watch the video on what we have for you. Watch the video and then join me. What is it? $25 to join. Get a blogging system. We teach you everything you need to know. Click the link. Make a decision like I did when I stood in front of those coals and decided to walk through the adversity that was going to distract me, keeping my eyes on the goal and moving forward. Make that decision right now because you want to. I know you want to. Go ahead and make the decision. Get to the other side. Have the success that you're looking for. We're going to help you. I'm going to help you. And you're going to make it. I'm Darren Spain. Talk to you soon.